administration signals its fight against global warming may actually involve blocking sunlight. The White House posting research claiming, quote, solar radiation modification would enable better informed decisions about the potential risk and benefits of SRM as a component of climate policy alongside the foundational elements of greenhouse gas emissions mitigation. Our next guest warns this is simply government's way to control your weather. Mark Morano, publisher of ClimateDepot.com, and he joins us now. Okay, Mark, you know, my take this morning was maybe this is one of those or else, you know, get on board with everything else or we're going to block the sun. But I guess it's a little bit more, reality than that. Tell us about it.
Well, this is actually Bill Gates funding this as well through Harvard University. This is retro 1970s. In the 1970s, they believed that our fossil fuels were creating aerosols, blocking the sun, creating man-made global cooling. So they came up with the same kind of geoengineering solutions back then. They wanted to put black soot on the Arctic to melt it. There was one proposal to use nuclear energy to help loosen the Arctic ice caps because they thought they were growing too much. And John Holdren, back in the Obama administration, also supported this kind of geoengineering, if you will, of the climate. This is radical, risky, unproven, unknown effects, but they're doing it as a sort of lever over us to say now in the Biden administration, kind of like, yeah, we know this is dangerous, we don't know the effects, but darn it, people aren't buying electric cars fast enough, or they're not embracing Green New Deal policies, so we have to risk our entire planet with this insane kind of research. It's basically weather modification. China's been doing it for years. It's another form of what the U.S. government has even been doing. The ABC News meteorologists bragged about the cloud seeding they're doing to increase rain or snow and storms. They will control the government will control the weather, and you will be happy. That seems to be the new motto.
Yeah, I was just talking to Will about the cloud seeding. He's not sure if he believes it, and I said, listen, it's something they've been trying to do for a while. But on that same topic, if they don't get to block out the sun, they're going to try other, maybe more practical ways, like electric vehicles, pushing those on us. A poll out shows 59% of us oppose phasing out gas cars by 2035. 21% support Biden's policy on this. What's your take on it?
Well, this is, I don't think we need a poll to show us these numbers. The American people have voted. Less than 7% of cars are electric vehicle sales in America. And that's despite massive subsidies, massive tax credits, mandates of banning gas-powered cars led by California and 18 other states with trigger laws. They have done everything they can to promote electric cars, and they're more expensive, they have less range, and all they do is increase our dependence on China. It takes fossil fuels to make a car, it takes fossil fuels to recharge the electric cars. It makes no sense. And what they're doing is intentionally creating car shortages by these gas-powered car bans to force us into mass transit.
No, that one point there, inviting China into our auto industry and into our electronic industry while they're passing things like the CHIPS Act, a lot of it is kind of speaking out both sides of their mouth. Thank you, Mark Morano, for joining us.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Okay, with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Qadash, which is the Pele Hubaton, creator Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers living is true, and shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and studying, show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, as you just seen from that clip, that the government, because this is on the legislation now, Yasharallah, they're really thinking about blocking out the sun and letting Bill Gates do that, which would be very catastrophic for the planet Earth. Very catastrophic. That will like give out mass death. That'd be a death blow to the planet Earth. Majority of the people, if they let this devil go ahead and go through with his plans. He has it all there in Congress talking about it. Bill Gates said this a long time ago. I heard him say this a long time ago. I guess everybody thought it was conspiracy theory talk. I don't know why they take what he says as conspiracy theory talk. Like, this devil will tell you what he gonna do before he do it. And he has the money and the means to do it. So when he say he gonna do something, he's not BSing. I know there's a lot of people think he just be talking Like a lot of jakes now, people don't realize like a lot of things that was in science fiction is now reality. This devil is a tech dude. He's the technology they show us is like 20 years behind. These devils been manipulating the weather. As you just heard from that clip right there. China been doing it. The U.S. do it. It's a thing called chemtrails or cloud seeding. They manipulate the weather. And with that, they call it geoengineering. He can like spray something in the air that like blocks out the sun where you can't get any sunlight anymore. And with that being said, crop won't grow anymore. The vegetation's gonna die. Once the vegetation dies, the animals that depend on that vegetation, they're gonna die, or depend on the animals that eat the vegetation, they're gonna die. And then after that, people are going to die. Like we need the sun, like us that got melanin in our body. Like the sun gives you vitamin D. Like the sun is here for a reason. Everything needs sunlight. And this devil talking about blocking out sunlight. You know why? Because he's on a death mission. This devil is desperate to get his plan, the MOTB, and like put people in a bad situation. Like now it makes sense why this devil bought up all the farmland and why he has lab-grown meat, chicken and beef, lab-grown, because he wants to be the only source of food. If he blocks out the sun and can't nobody else grow crops or have any cattle or, any type of, farm animal that produces food, then you got to go to this dude for everything you need. And that's really what he wants. And then when I'm looking at this, what he's talking about doing is really biblical. Like, that might be, like, he might get the chance to do that. Yahawah might let this devil do that, Yashral, and I'm going to show you why. Let's go to Revelation 6 and 12. And it reads, And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. So the scripture's talking about, like, during the latter days we're about to go into, there's going to be a great earthquake, a horrific earthquake, something like you watched that movie 2012, and then he said the sun will become black as sackcloth of hair, so the sun's going to get blacked out. It's going to be, you get no sunlight. I don't know for how long, so it could be by natural means this could happen, or it could be Bill Gates back to initiate his plan to block the sun. That could happen. Said the moon going to be like blood, and that means that like the sunlight is going to be different. The sun is going to reflect off the moon different. So I can see how the moon would turn. That's been already happening too. Like that's already happened. The moon looking like blood. The brother in New York, Alamo Gabar, he done posted, a lot of lessons showing that the moon looked like, straight, like blood, man. Look real weird. And if you block out the sun, I can see that doing that to the moon as well. So this is something to be on the lookout that this devil, might devise and do. And that just shows you, like, see, these incidents is happening for the whole elect to see what Esau's doing and know that these people are the wicked, man. Who the hell thinks of a plan to block out the sun? Who would think that's a good idea? Like, as I said, I couldn't be in Congress or nothing like that. Like, I couldn't be nowhere near Bill Gates and he say something to me like that. Because I'd be like, man, put some powder on my hand. Powder my hand real quick, and I'm going to smack the mess out of him and smack a tooth out of his mouth. And man, like, what make you think that's a good idea? Only way that's a good idea is you want to destroy everything. So that lets you know his mindset. This devil is hell-bent on destroying everything. And that's Esau's nature. As I said, we ain't just over talking bad about so-called the white man and saying this. His fruits speak for itself. Look at his ideas. Look at what's on his mindset. This devil wants to block the sun out because he want to kill everything. So we ain't just saying this to be talking bad. We're telling you what he is and how this man is. These people are ruling the planet right now, and it's the things that they want to do. And then for Congress to be even like, entertaining the idea, lets you know they are wicked as hell too. And like these Edomites called them out on that. They's like, man, they all just doing this for a political thing to try to make people buy electric cars and all that green stuff. They got this like, it's like a climate scam, climate change scam. I'm like, no, man, the earth, yeah, we hotter, but it's because of all the chemicals you putting out. It's because of you. You know, if you just stop what you're doing, everything go back to normal. But no, they can't do that though. Then they say, oh, you're the problem because you're driving a car using natural gas. So use my product I got over here, my electric cars and all this electric. Then the electric grid can't even hold everything up. They want you to go electric. They really just want you to have nothing. The one devil said it best, Klaus Schwab. You will own nothing to be happy. That's Esau's fantasy. That's what he wants. That's what he's trying to do. And this devil was so hell-bent on getting what he want, I'll block the sun out. If you don't go buy no Tesla, go get an electric car, do what I say do, I'll block the sun out. I'll kill everything. And that's Esau's mentality, man. That's like a little kid. Like, that's why this devil got to go. Esau Edom, a.k.a. the white man, got to go. He has to come out of rulership. So I'm just looking at Congress is entertaining this idea, Yahshua. I'm looking like, okay, the scriptures did say the sun be, blacked out like sackcloth. Like we do hear that will happen in Revelation. So Bill Gates might get the opportunity to do that. And we got to be prepared to go through it. That's why I try to tell Yahshua, man, you got to cling to Yahawashi. Or, preparing our survival skills. Like say we got little animals, little livestock or whatever, or we got gardens and you think I'm gonna make it because I got this. No, man, it's only gonna get you by for so long. At some point, we're gonna get by totally off the power of Yahawashi, nothing else. It's not gonna be your doomsday and your prep skills. That's not how we're gonna make it through this, man. This devil, he know people getting their prep skills together. That's why he looking to block the sun out. Because like if he block the sun out, you can't grow nothing. Your little cattle, your livestock, your little animals, your chickens or whatever you got, sheep, goats, they gonna die once all the vegetation dies. This devil trying to make it to where you gotta go to his laboratory. You gotta go, man, he trying to force you to get that MOTB. This devil trying to make it where you have to get the MOTB in order to get any food. And the food you're gonna get is gonna be some lab-grown meat from this devil. And that's how he wants it. He wants to be the source of everything. Because he wants to be like God. See, right now, man, you look at the works of the Most High, you look at the sun, the earth. Really, you can grow your own food. Get your little livestock animals. You can really live off the earth, off the land. You can make it like that. This devil know that. So he's trying to cut those resources out to where you have to come to him for all, everything you need. Like, we already in that area so far, but he's trying to make it like straight up. You got to come to me. Ain't no grass growing. Ain't no animals out here. Ain't no that many people left. I'm everything. I got this, I got that technology. They're trying to go robotics. This devil trying to kill anything that's natural. They want GMO everything. They want artificial robotics everything. This devil don't want nothing natural. You know why? Because when the devil sees natural things like the sun, moon, and the stars, it reminds him that he's insignificant. It reminds him that he's under Yahawashi. So he's trying to do away with, the ordinances, the sun. He's trying to change everything because he manipulates something. It gives him a big head because he can manipulate splice DNA. He can manipulate the weather. Then he like, oh, I'm God. I control this, man. Hey, Yahawashi about to put a big old boot up the devil's backside. We ready for that. That's going to go with my next precept. Because he got to go, man. This devil, if he pulls that off, that's going to be a lot of death, Yahshua. A lot of death. So I'm going to go to Revelation 11 and 18. Because this is the devil is doing. And this is Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldst give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shalt destroy them which destroyed the earth, which goes to Esau, Edom. He destroys the earth because he doesn't care about anything. This devil's wicked, he's defiled, he's profane. He's putting chemicals in the water, chemicals in the earth, fracking, digging up all the oil. That's like the earth's blood, man. He pumping all the oil out. People have invented engines that run off of water, hydro engines. The devil killed them. He don't want that. Nah, we running off oil because I make too much money off of oil. He's putting chemicals in the air, cloud seeding, chemical, chemtrailing, which put chemicals in the air. That's why a lot of people stay sick. The food is defiled. GMO food. So when we eat our like apples and oranges, we ain't get all the nutrients we need. So that's why people's like getting more sick than they used to. This devil, man, everything is messed up because of this devil. He's destroying the earth. He's destroying the children of Yahawah, Bashem Yahawashi, and he's also destroying the creations of Yahawah, Bashem Yahawashi. That's why at the correct time, Yahawashi is going to light his men up. That way we can, get rid of this devil, man. Get him out the way. And then the Lord is going to allow this place to go through a thermonuclear holocaust. That way everything can be scorched earth, and burn everything up. That way we can start fresh, because we need a fresh start. This devil has defiled stuff so bad, man. And I'm looking at Congress like y'all entertaining that, which it don't surprise me. Because that's all Edomite ran. Esau's about wickedness. Esau's about evil. If it's something to do bad and hurt people, Esau's all for it. If it's something to benefit the people, he don't like that. He don't want that. No, I want to see suffering. I want to see pain. If you just go back, Yahshua, you just go back to the 1800s, the 1700s. They used to hang Jake, with a rope by his neck and watch him, suffer as he gasped for his last breath. And they have a whole picnic under his body and eat. And that was a good thing to them. They like to see pain and suffering. That's why you got to look at Esau in their true nature, man. These people are evil. They are evil, man. And then the ones that's rich, they get to do the most wickedness because they got the means to do it. That's Job 9-24 all day long. The land is given to the hand of the wicked. So that's why we are praying to Yahawah to once again lift up the children of Israel. Therefore, we can rule over the planet and everything can get back right. Because we're going to do everything right. Everything go back in this harmony. Everything going to go back in this beautiful state. Because we're not going to be splicing DNA, messing with the Most High's creations. He already made it perfect. All we got to do is let it thrive. Esau, he want to manipulate everything. He don't know. He always want to force something. Force and manipulate. He don't never let nothing be what it's supposed to be. He's not about nurturing. He's not about caring. That's why nothing thrives under the devil's clock, man. Nothing. So, if this happens, man, let's go to second address. I'm going to leave off with that right here. If this devil, which at some point the sun will be blocked out. So, it don't matter if it's by the devil doing it or the Lord doing it, which really the Lord is doing it if the devil did it, because he controls these devils. So that will happen. What we're seeing now, we might see the means of it, how it happened. Might be Bill Gates and his diabolical self. Wait, before I go get that, because this is another thing to show me it might be like that. It's this whole Simpsons episode showing Mr. Burns doing the same thing. And it made me mad every time I hear a simple Jake talking about, oh, the Simpsons predicting everything. The Simpsons ain't predicting nothing. The devil who wrote The Simpsons, who directed and made that, he's a ish person. He's just putting on film what they already advised and plan to do. They're not predicting nothing. He just showed you what they're going to do before they do it. He know the plans. He's part of the family. So I hate when Super Jake say the Simpsons predicting nothing. No, they not. See, part of their thing, they got this thing called the cabal. So, and a part of the cabal is whatever the diabolical thing they're going to do, they got to show you it before they do it. That way, that's their way of releasing guilt off of them. They're like, I told you what I was going to do. You didn't say nothing, so I'm going to do it. That's their way. That's why Esau does things and doesn't feel guilty about it. He feel like, I told you what I'm going to do, and you didn't pay no attention. So the Simpsons ain't predicting nothing, man. I would show that clip, but I might get a copyright strike, but you can look that up. The Simpsons, just like they did the Titanic, that submarine sinking. Trump has been president. They got one with Mr. Burns blacks the sun out with a device. Lo and behold, you got Bill Gates, who looks like Mr. Burns, act like Mr. Burns, to me, and he has a plan to block out the sun. And he wants to do it, and now he's talking to Congress to get it passed so he can do it. So we're going to look to see if they're going to do it or not. But what we do know is the sun will be blocked out. So that's why we got to stay locked in on this truth and stay within Yahawashi. That's why I don't look. External means like, yeah, I got a garden. I got some food going and all of that. But I don't look for that to save me, man. That's just for right now. The only thing that's going to make it through, get me through this, me and mine through this, is going to be the power of Yahawashi, nothing else. That's why I stay locked on this truth. You know, like ain't no tomorrow, cause man, that's the only way we're gonna make it. Only Yahawashi delivers. So I'm gonna come with this one right here. I'm gonna leave off this, cause if this dude, you know, blocks the sun out, which sun will be blocked out, that's gonna lead to a lot of death right there, cause that's gonna help contribute to the famine, because the plants need the sun to do what they call that photosynthesis. I think I said that right. I could be wrong, but the little process they do so they can, you know, get their leaves and grow their food. They need the sun. The plants, the vegetation need the sun to grow. Without the vegetation, a lot of animals eat vegetation. You know, then animals that eat other animals that eat the vegetation. So if the plant life go, hey, that's pretty much. Plus, you need trees. Trees provide oxygen. Now I'm thinking about it too. They provide oxygen. So if a lot of plant life go, that's gonna be where this planet ain't gonna be habitable no more. But there's nothing that Yahawashi can't fix. You know, the chariots can, you know, fix whatever Bill Gates did like it ain't nothing. Yahawashi can fix that. So I'm not really worried about what this devil gonna do. I'm more just making sure I'm in the good graces of Yahawashi, because whatever this devil do, the Lord can fix real easy. Because he said he gonna fix it. So he just letting this devil, he's giving the devil range to like put things to death. And if you're not right with the Lord,